Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a little while, and I'm super excited to talk to you today about skin and how do you get that flawless summer skin and have it feel good and hydrated, especially when getting closer to 50 kind of sucks. Because in the summer, a lot of women go for like really oil-free products. And if you're super oily, yes, go there. But for anybody 40 plus, I'm gonna show you how to make your skin look beautiful, feel weightless, still get that awesome coverage, but not feel greasy and heavy, especially going into those summer months, because we still need hydration. Thank you for A, watching, and B, for tuning in and then subscribing. I am going for that 5,000, and I'm so close, super excited. And on Instagram, I'm so close to 10,000. So really want to say thank you for helping me, and really looking forward to sharing way more tips and how to on beauty and lifestyle, being 40 plus, working mom, and still laughing all the way. I think that's a line from a song. Anywho, I want to get started. And I think the biggest thing is I was actually talking to a group of marketers yesterday about products and what to do for skincare. And the biggest thing that I think a lot of women don't do is tonic. And this is a Bobbi Brown Extra Repair. It's a treatment lotion. So you can see it's a little bit more, almost like a gel. And I put this product on literally morning and night before any serum at all. Before my nighttime serum, in the morning, if I've just rinsed my face. Literally, it's like giving a floating, enriched mineral water to the skin, and it's oil-free. So a little trick to do for summer, flawless, beautiful skin is to keep this actually in the fridge. So I keep this in the fridge, and when we come home from the beach or the pool, or if I've come in from walking or playing outside and I'm all schwitz, I can literally rinse my face and throw this on, and I know I'm getting that hydration back into the skin. Because in fact, in the summer months, yes, in the winter months, the climate really dehydrates the skin when we're so prone to dehydration as we get older, because our skin becomes thinner and thinner, and to hold the moisture, to hold the oils into our skin becomes harder and harder, and hence we show signs of aging. So actually a product that, excuse me while I look at my nose, my skincare is behind the camera. A product I've been really into is by Murad, and this is a vitamin C cream. Why am I into it? Because it is a SPF 25. So if you do have sensitive skin, then maybe, test it. I actually got this from Massage Envy. I love it because I want to have sunscreen on, and I have to say I've never been a huge promoter or user of putting SPF around my eyes. And this is the first product I've tried, and it doesn't irritate my eyes. So it's Murad, I'll list it below, the Essentials C Eye Cream, SPF. So you could try any sunscreen with SPF, and then I am putting that also around the edge of my lips, because the lips also need sunscreen. So, my skin's got hydration, and a good tip to know too about how your skin is doing and when to stop with moisture is A, you're gonna layer. So we're starting off with the most liquid, we're gonna finish with the thickest formula. But you wanna sort of have a slip to the skin. And I can feel a gel or like a lotion on the skin, but I still need like a cushion on the skin. So what I use in the summertime is this vitamin enriched face base. It's by Bobbi Brown. I love it because literally it creates a moisturizer between, like a cushion, almost a layer between my skin. And it smells so good. And my foundation. It's oil-free. And again, I'm gonna use my fingers. If you have really textured skin, I want you to layer this on with your foundation brush. So where I need that really full coverage with my primer, I've been actually using this Sephora brush that I love. And I'm gonna layer it where I need it the most first, which is laugh lines, ha ha ha, my 11s, and gonna blend it here on the temples because I have some scarring, and then across my forehead lines, so kind of everywhere. But wherever you have that texture, you know, go back and use a foundation brush to apply extra moisture. Okay, love. My skin's feeling hydrated. It has that really nice cushion and it feels, you know, smooth and hydrated. So, you ready? Something that I have fallen in love with is this SMASHBOX Photofinish. It's a primer oil. It is awesome. I am obsessed with this oil, and I take a little bit of it, and I find that it really is gonna give me that glow. And I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, how is she gonna do oil and still, you know, feel like it's great for summer and not too greasy? Well, I don't know about you, but I have that dehydrated skin and I still wanna get that glow. So this is how I get that summer glow without being greasy. And this primer oil, it's Photofinish primer oil. It nourishes the skin, but literally it doesn't feel heavy. I am obsessed with it. It is so good. So definitely, you know, again, see if you can try it, get a sample of it at a Sephora, but I am loving it. Now, if you notice, I only put it on my cheeks. I didn't put it on my forehead. So again, I've got the hydration through the tonic. I've got a little bit sunscreen around my eyes. I went with a primer that gives a cushion. And then I've given an oil because that's really gonna help blend with my foundation without it being greasy. So now I wanna get that really great full coverage. And excuse me while I look for my foundation shade. So not cool on Instagram to be searching for my foundation shade. So rude, like beyond rude. Beyond, okay? But I promised I would never cut. So here we go. I have a huge bag of foundations that I used at an influencer event, and I found it, okay. Wow. And here it is here. So it's 3.5 is what my shade is. You know, and again, if you're not sure what your shade is, I want you to go, you know, go to a counter and visit. So any flat leveled brush, you know, I'm loving this brush because there's like a slight angle to it. Bobbi Brown makes awesome brushes. Sephora make great brushes again at great price points. I was just at a makeup show this past week and I bought these phenomenal, beautiful brushes called Hakuhodo, and they are gorgeous. I don't know where you could buy them. They're actually made in Japan. Hakuhodo, and maybe you can buy them online, but they're beautiful brushes as well. So I am going to now apply my foundation starting at the center of my face because I want to blend out the coverage. So the foundation I'm using is this Bobbi Brown foundation. It's Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. And it is oil-free. So you're thinking, well, I put oil-free foundation on top of oil. Well, that is one of my pro tips where you can apply an oil-free formula that's got that medium to full color coverage on top of an oil. So you get flawless coverage, but it doesn't look greasy. It just gives that glow. And what I love about Skin Longwear Weightless is literally whatever formula you put on, like whatever moisturizer you put on underneath this foundation, it like shows that finish. So I'm gonna get full coverage and I'm going to get that weightless feel with the foundation because literally I feel like I'm almost putting nothing on. So the only way I feel it is when I look in the mirror, or, you know, because I can kind of see that it's getting flawless coverage. And, you know, a lot of women are starting to ask me too, when you start to get that like gobble gobble under the neck when you're getting a little bit older. You know, where do you put the foundation? Like, do you put it on the gobble gobble or not? If you actually just tap it right underneath the base of your chin, you can stop there. Like, don't put foundation on your neck, please. Put foundation now a little bit through your eyebrows, and it's actually gonna help no matter what brow product you use, you can use that. Like the foundation will help any product. Okay, so I've got really nice coverage and I've sort of stamped it, right? So another little tip I'm obsessed with is a beauty blender. So I now actually go back because I want that glow. I want full coverage. I want my skin to look amazing. But I want it to not feel super heavy, is I go back with a dry beauty blender. A lot of my friends use it wet, and I'll use it wet when I want to start off more sheer. But now what I'm doing is with it dry, because I have that oil there, I go back, and if you saw, I took like a couple of dollops of foundation onto the sponge, right? And now I'm going to stamp and press the formula onto my skin. So I'm layering, and again, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, this is so much, but can you see my skin? It still looks super natural, and I promise you, it does not feel heavy. So I'm obsessed with this Vitamin Enriched and the SMASHBOX primer together, and then the Skin Longwear Weightless, because I get this great coverage. You know, use a foundation brush to initially apply the color and then stamp with a beauty blender, and look at that. It's so pretty. Wow, do I need concealer? And it really looks flawless. I'm gonna come right up close. Can you see? It really, really does. So I'm getting that glow. And I know that this is gonna stay in place because I've used that Vitamin Rich face base and that stamping. It really is just gonna look so pretty all day. I'm gonna just put a little bit more. I burnt my forehead with a curling iron, nerd. So if anybody's ever done that, it's still healing. And I'm just gonna stamp a little bit of the coverage. The Skin Longwear Weightless is awesome too, because you can build it on top of itself and it doesn't, you know, disappear or cake. There, really pretty. Okay, so now I've got really great nude flawless skin. I hope you found this super helpful about how to layer liquids and primers. You know, don't be afraid to use oils and glow, especially as you're getting towards 40. And I would just now want to show you, before we sign off, how to set powder. Because I find a lot of women, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know, you know, A, do I use powder? Do I not use powder? And the answer is yes, you can use powder. B, do you have to? Well, if you find by lunchtime you're checking your skin and you're seeing a lot of red come through, then you probably need a bit of a powder to help set the foundation and keep it in place. So I am using this awesome product. Can you see how much I love it? Look, it is Nude Finish Illuminating Powder, and I am obsessed with this formula. It comes in 9 different shades. It's by Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. Why I love it? Because it literally is oil-free. It absorbs oil where you need to, but there's like a pearlescence in it. Do you see that? So you get still that glow to the skin, but it's setting my makeup. Look at that. I'm using this brush. My friend works for Sigma, which is a brush line. So she gave me these brushes. So again, you can use any powder brush and stamp or wash, you know, again, your face powder through your brows. And look how pretty. So my skin looks so natural. It looks great. I've got a glow, but it's not greasy. And this is how I'm gonna create that full coverage for summer with my skin looking beautiful. It's not looking too heavy. It definitely does not feel heavy. And that's you know, really what I want to achieve. And it still looks natural. It doesn't look heavy on the skin. For that final touch, I want to show you, you know, again, like when I talk to skin, yes, I could just finish with skin, but my darkness, and I think a lot of women as they get older, you know, that your eyes sink into the back of your head. Ooh. And I wanted to make sure that you saw that when I talk to skin, you want to still always do your under eye, or I want to show you under eye concealer. You know, on YouTube, there's a bunch of don't apply concealer like you're 20. Well, I get it, but at the same time, we still need concealer. And I'm telling you, the biggest tip I can teach you is apply your concealer under, bring it down below the eye socket. Bring it right into that inner corner. You can get like little mini beauty blender brushes. I still am loving, you know, Bobbi Brown launched, it's called Instant Full Cover Concealer. Can you see the difference? About a year ago, I think, and I haven't found anything better. I love this formula. I do a triangle under the eye, and that way I get right into the inner corner. I know I'm bringing it down below the eye socket, and then I'm gonna stamp and press it. So if you're more, I don't know if I'd use that much, do a little less and just press it out with your finger. But again, you know, I have a lot of darkness under my eye, and that's sort of my insecure spot. So I know that I really want to make sure that I cover it up, and I bring the concealer. So again, no matter how much you do or don't do, bring that concealer down below your eye socket and make sure that you're getting right into that inner corner. So I used one shade lighter. I used a beige because I really like it to be brighter under my eye, and I find it just helps to lift everything as much as it can. Now, I would leave this concealer for a little bit, but I wanted to show you again, I love using this Nude Illuminating powder to set under my eye, and there we go. So I just swish it a little bit. And again, a lot of women who I meet, they're like, oh my gosh, I would never put powder under my eye. But I'm telling you, this Nude Finish Illuminating powder, it literally, it's almost like the Emperor's Clothing where it does nothing, but it does do something, and it sets without looking flat or cakey. So there you go. I wanted to show you how to layer with a tonics, you know, serums, go into moisturizer, make sure you've got your SPF, you know, around your eyes. And also I wanted to show you that, you know, trying oil primers, especially when you're over 40, you're dehydrated skin, going into summer, don't be afraid of it. You know, go to a Bobbi Brown counter, try this Skin Longwear Weightless, get a sample of it. It's an awesome formula. Nude Finish Illuminating powder is a must-have for any dehydrated skin at all. Instant Full Cover Concealer, and now I've got flawless skin. I definitely still need some color makeup, but I really wanted to go narrow and deep, show you how to make summer glowing skin, still look flawless, feel fresh, weightless, and yes, it's easy to do. So huge hugs. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Mwah, mwah. See you soon.